Pretty day out, beautiful day. Today I'm gonna be blogging about a great subject I want to talk about. The streets taught me not to trust no one. This topic is gonna be based on a true story. Before I begin this story, I want to send a shout out to all the people who support Graffiti University Comics, North Park Comic Book Series, and One Eye Television. You all support me by sharing, likes, buying my comic books, sharing my content to schools and colleges, group homes. I appreciate all the love. Today we're going to be talking about the streets. Taught me not to trust no one. But I've been getting a lot of emails about I've been getting a lot of emails based around my painted movie, the series. If you haven't seen none of the North Park, the painted movie painting that I done, it's 2 episodes out now. They're on my timeline. Go check those out. It's based off my life, a painted movie. It's a big old canvas that I painted different events, different series of my life. All summer we're gonna be dropping content based off my life, my story, the W.B.C. story. I want to get into and one of the scenes in W.B.C. painted movie. I wanted to get into one. A lot of people have been emailing me about. They've been emailing me about the painting, the subject where I talked about this woman having this baby and hiding it from me for 15 years, right? So one of the things that I wanted to talk about in that series, the streets taught me not to trust no one. And even when I was in the streets, age young, around 19, 20 years old, I was in the streets, right? Hustling and selling drugs, right? And like I said, the painting that I created is based on my life. So this baby that I'm holding in this picture of the painted movie is one of those events where this woman that I was into at the time, she was like she she wasn't really a street female at the time, but she liked the street dudes. She liked the dope boys. So in saying that, when I started, interacting with her, right? I always felt as though when I'm in the streets, I'm always trying to, you have to test people around you. You got to test their loyalty, their trust. Because people got, when you're in the streets, you really can't trust no one. So in saying that, I know what you mean. I feel you on that. I feel you. I don't know how to react to it. But what I'm trying to get you to understand, right? By me hustling the streets, right? I realized that being in those type of environments and being around people that's in the streets, you always gotta watch yourself. You always gotta be cautious of what you're doing and how you're doing things. I don't know how to respond. What they say? After my girlfriend goes to work, her mom usually toss my side. Wow. Yeah, you can't trust nobody. Yeah, so back to the story, right? I'm gonna try to answer y'all comments later. But what I'm trying to get you to understand, right? This particular female that I met in the streets, like I said, she really wasn't streets at the time. I was in the streets, but she was a female that I met at high school, Hamilton High School. She was, like I said, she was my flavor. I really had a lot of feelings and liking towards her, right? But I also knew that she was from South Memphis, and if you're from Memphis, South Memphis females. even North Memphis. Memphis females, period. You got to be very cautious with them. So what I'm trying to say is this. I used to go pick her up late nights, right? And we used to ride and smoke weed, drink, and we used to, I used to hustle selling crack, driving to different hotels, what I'm saying, in and out of dope areas, hustling. And she used to watch me make a lot of money, right? So one particular day, right, I'm riding, and I don't know, I'm smoking weed for some reason. Some told me, see, can you trust her, right? And I'm like, you know what I'm gonna do on my next sale, when I go make a sale at a hotel. See, back then it wasn't no cell phones, it was just beepers. So it wasn't no cell phones in this era. So just picture, ain't no cell phone where somebody call you and you make a transaction. It wasn't that. It was a beep. So somebody beat me, I'm looking at the beeper, I go to the hotel, because every time they beep, they have like 50, 20s, 100s, in the beeper, but they'll put like a certain code to let you know who it is or where they at, So this particular night, I get a beep at a hotel. So what I did, I took a bankroll out of my pocket, right? About $400, right? I took the $400 out my pocket, and when she was smoking weed and I'm smoking weed, I put I dropped the money down where my foot was at, where the gas pedal was at. And I said, when I get out the car, I'm gonna go into the hotel, make a couple serves, and if I come back and she say, here, you drop your money, I can trust her. I go in, I jump out the car, right? I hit the weed, pass her the weed, jump out the car, left the car running, music playing. I run in, make a couple crack sales. Now mind you, I really like this female. I really care. She's my type. She's my flavor. I go in, make a crack sale, come back, jump in the car. I look down, the money gone. The money gone. So I'm looking at her, she passed me the weed, we smoking weed. She looking at me, and all I'm saying in my mind is, she got me, I can't trust her. So I'm riding. The more I'm riding, the more I'm getting mad. I'm getting frustrated because I wanted to trust her. So long story short, we riding, right? Now, mind you, no, I don't even think it was it wasn't nighttime, because what happened next, it couldn't have been nighttime. So it was in the daytime. So we riding, and she like, where we going? Now, mind you, we in Memphis. So I'm riding towards Mississippi. Mississippi is on the outskirts of Memphis, right? For those who don't know. So she like, where we going? See, in my mind, I'm finna take her way out somewhere, and I'm finna drop her off and leave her there. Because what I really wanted to do was hurt her. But due to the fact that I really liked her, I said, I'm gonna take her way out, I'm just gonna leave her. You got my money, you find your way home. Long story short, we ride. She's like, where we going? I said, we going out of town. She's like, I don't want to go out of town. I'm like, you ain't got no other choice. You took my money. So when I told her she took my money, we at the red light. Now, mind you, we sitting at the red light when we having this discussion. When I told her she took my money, she jumped out the car and she running. She run into this church, right? It was an all-white church. She run in this church, so I make a U-turn, and I pull up on the church lot, jump out, and she now mind you, she run into the church, and they don't want her in the church, so now she gotta face me. So long story short, when she come to get back in the car, because now I'm feeling sorry for her, because she crying, and I'm telling her just get back in the car, right? So when she get back in the car, she tell me, I ain't got your money, I ain't got your money. So now mind you, when I was driving, the money went to the back seat. But I knew how much money I had, right? Like I said, I had like $400 some, 4 and some change. So when I went and looked in the back seat, up under the seat, the money, it was like three something. The moral of the story is this. See, in the streets, you can grow up with people all your life. You can know them all your life. People you went to school with, you can know them, be around them. But the closest people to you will be the people that do the most damage to you. I'm not sharing this from something I saw. This is my experience, my real life experience. The people that did the most damage to me or the most harm to me was the people that I knew that was around me. Now, I ain't gonna sit here and tell you that I'm some saint. No, I don't did things to people. A lot of things to people. But a lot of times I would have never done something that'll affect their life for the rest of their life. See, that's a difference. And you may not understand what I'm saying. See, some things you can do to somebody that's close to you that can be, in time, it can heal. Or you can get over the situation and become back closer, or make a closer bond. But some things people can do to you that where there's no turning back. You'll never see them the same. And that's some of the situations, that's the whole purpose of the painted movie episode, the painting that I just did. For those who haven't seen the painted movie, go check out the episode. See, what I dropped, these two seasons, these 2 episodes that I just dropped, see, this just like the surface of the whole painting. I'm kind of like breaking down just the surface. See, once I drop, I got one more episode of the surface. But after that, we're going to go deep. It's going to get deeper. The process of my life, telling my life story, what happened. See, a lot of times, you have to reflect on your life to understand your life, to be able to get more detail of what you're doing, who you hanging around, the choices that you make in life. So I just wanted to get on, like, really kind of like, well, let me finish the story. After she got back in the car, right? I remember I felt sorry for her because, like I said, I really liked the woman, right? I think I went shopping. I took her shopping. I bought her like jersey or something. Even though I knew she took my money, I bought her some jersey, or I don't think I bought her no shoe, but I bought her like I I can't remember. It was like a basketball jersey, Nike jersey or something like that. But based off that situation right there, right? If I would have if I would have cut that woman off right then, it would have never been a painted movie with me holding a baby, telling the story about this baby that she kept away from me, or she hid from me due to the fact of me getting shot and she being in love with another dude and me being on drugs. See, she hid the whole thing for 15 years. So if you want to check out the whole story, y'all have to go and look at the painted movie episodes that I dropped. It'll break down to y'all about this painting. It's about this baby. It's about this baby that yeah, it's about this baby, right? That this girl had 1997. 15 years go by. She come find me and tell me. She told me when she first had the baby, it's not my baby, it's the other dude baby, right? So in saying that, I went on with my life. 15 years later, she come finds me and she tells me, I think this is your baby. This story that I'm talking about, I never talked about it publicly until I created the painted movie. See, all this summer, I'm gonna be dropping content about my life, about the things that happened to me, the ins and outs, the troubles of the street life. See, all the things that I've been through in life, I learned. To find somebody that you can trust is very rare. So be careful of your surroundings. Be careful who you share your secrets or your pain to, or your troubled times, because they can use those. They can get mad at you because it ain't guaranteed that you're gonna be friends with someone 5-10 years from now. That's something I learned too. That the people you grew up with, or the people you thought was real tight with you, that was your homie, or somebody that you could really trust, they can break that trust and you'll never be cool. I do believe that there's a lot of good people in this world. I do believe that. But the environments that I've been in, our people are so damaged, so hurt, so manipulated from the beliefs that they grew up on. A lot of times, man, you don't know what to think. So in saying that, I just wanted to get y'all on, kind of like give y'all, like I said, just a little backstory on this painting. The reason why I painted the painted movie. Y'all haven't checked this episodes out. It's 2 episodes. It's gonna be a 3rd one dropping maybe sometimes, maybe in a week or 2. You know, but the 2 that's out right now, they very interesting. Go check them out. If y'all haven't subscribed to my channel, my Facebook, Instagram, go and do that. The links are in the description at the top. If y'all haven't checked out none of my comic books or my paintings, the links are available in every episode. In the back of the videos, I have the description, the name of the books. They're located at Amazon and Lulu.com. Hope y'all learned something from this. Thank y'all for coming. Until next time, one.